Your skin, oh yeah, your skin turn into something beautiful. You know I love you so much. You know I love you so.
She still don't know, but it's a powerful thing. Oh,
Completed it go. No, it's a major one.
yes, sir. This is what I think right here.
Oh, you did do it. You kind of made me cool.
It's okay. Look, baby. You said I knew it was you when I met you. And I'm saying the same thing to you. I knew it was you when I met you.
Don't get my snot on the camera.
So I'm asking you, would you please make me the happiest man?
Yes. Yes.
The way out.
It's on that thing.
Soon to be Mrs. Islam.
I done seen up right here. I done seen down right here. I done seen up right here. Deep in the cup, sipping the cup, rolling the blunt right here. Some of them punk right here. Some of them tough right here. I done seen the bun right here. I done seen the fall right here. Put them up in the car right here. Next thing you know, sad news. They gone out here. So I give them my all out here. Tryna get to the boys out here. Put them up on game out here. Let them all know I'm them. I'm from the same plane out here. Tryna stay in my lane out here. We gotta do better. Put that on the mothers. I show them I love them. They say that they're bugging. I look at them.
You really have to understand what it means to be a revolutionary. It's not easy. It's not even close to easy. When you have people who abandon you, you have people who will not want to be around you because of their fear that they will get put on lists. You have people who will not be able to withstand the test of time, who will not be able to have enough strength to stand with you because of fear that they will lose money, that they will lose contracts, that they will lose connections. You really have to understand how this works. Your brother's been involved in this for so long. I'm used to it, but I'm telling you right now, it is not even close to easy. It's not. It is not. It's not something you should strive to do and aim for. Like, yeah, I'm about to get on this list and that list, bro. Sis, it's not what you think. You got people who do this crap online, right? Who talk a lot online because it's trendy to talk. Very trendy to talk. But when you get out here and you become effective against this system, there's a different layer of things that they do. They have a whole different layer of things that they do to help you to see that they see you and that you better act accordingly is what their threats come with. Then when you refuse to do what they say, and if you refuse to bow down, okay, then they take it to another step. They take it to another level. They take it to a different arena so that you can understand, okay, do you see how real this is? Do you see that we see you? Blah, 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 left and right, boom, boom, boom. Then that's when you start to have bank accounts being hacked. I'm gonna walk you through some steps of what your brother's been through. Your bank accounts get hacked. Your websites get hacked. They start to play with your money. They start to plant people around you. This is a very real thing. Y'all have heard me say this to people when I've interviewed or been interviewed on platforms. I'm not saying stuff to be seen. I'm telling you what the hell is going on. They plant people around you. They hack your websites. They hack your bank accounts. Listen to what I'm saying to you. This is not a movie. And you know, again, we become so numb to this and programmed that we see it in movies and we think, oh, it's a movie. No, I'm telling you about my life. I'm telling you what this really comes with. Once you get attacked in those arenas and then you start to go to another level and you don't stop, the problem is you don't stop. People who stop, they leave you alone. But they attack you, they come at you in different ways, different angles. They hack your bank accounts, they hack your websites, they take you off of all the platforms that they control, and you don't stop, you keep going. All right, then we're going to keep going. They go to another level. After they do all of those things, then they start planting people around you if you allow them to get around you. Okay, good. And they try to get something on you. They can't get nothing on you yet. You keep going, you're still going. Okay, let's go to this level. Then they start coming after your character. Then they start to accuse you of things. Then they start to say you did this. Then they start to say you've done something illegal. Then they go from the illegal thing to where it's like, okay, good. We accuse him of that. But he's still going. He's still fighting against us. He's still exposing us. She's still fighting against us. She's still exposing us. They keep going. All right, let's go to another level. Because the lie about you doing anything illegal doesn't work, then they go to another level. They say,
yeah, treat me the kind of piece of war times. You did do something criminal. Then nobody put that you did some illegal and it didn't work. You still going to court behind that because your sister and all of them done copped out. Everybody then basically did what they gonna do concerning that $3 million something you took from them Compton high school kids. So that's a lie. What happens is the people you saying putting that on you and you don't stop will be us. The government could care less. Really, the people who you claim you going against, you know, the European Union and United Nations, all them people could care less. All those billionaires today and those bureaucrats, they don't live here. They don't have nothing to lose by you and all the millions of people that's talking about them. So you basically, you trying to play this game of reverse, but we are the ones who are putting the information out, re-putting it out that you are a thief. You did do something illegal. So the government is not lying on you. You're trying to make it look like it, but it's really those of us who been watching and keeping up with the foolishness that you've been doing. But we're gonna let you keep lying though. Let's continue.
Well, you know what? Hey, he raped somebody. Always an option. If it's a man, You have no idea. I'll give you one quick example before I get off. Your brother was accused of raping someone that I never had sexual intercourse with. Your brother was accused of raping someone that I never had sexual intercourse with. Go figure. Boom. Like, what? Woo!
Alright, now this is a video I did a month ago. And it's called Hotel Hustlers Part 6. Now this is going to address and show you how he's playing games. Because he said, the first clip he said that if they can't get you with illegal stuff, which he already got caught for that, he's still going to court for that. Then they try to hit you with rape, right? Nowhere in the YouTube universe have we seen or heard Rizza being accused of rape by the Caucasian establishment. That's a fact. All right. Secondly, then he brings it up and says that your brother was accused of rape by somebody he didn't even have sex with. Once again, this guy ain't got nothing to do with the Caucasian. And again, he waits 7 months to address it. Because just like the rest of these charlatans and supreme buck dancing champions, like Sarnetta and them, they will find a loophole and just start giving you this rundown about their history, and they done went through so much, and comparing their resume and threatening you on the side and calling you dumb if you challenge them and question them because they feel like they so infallible. They turn the tables on you the same way Umar Johnson tried to turn the tables on the stripper he was messing with and anybody else who was exposing him. Don't forget, the stripper wasn't just saying that her and Umar Johnson was messing around. She produced text messages. Okay, she showed proof that he would never take her to his house. He was always meeting with her in a motel room, sleeping with her. And then when his hotel hustle got exposed, his Pan-Americanism got exposed, hiding under the mother continent. He turned it on her and called her all kinds of names. X, Y, and Z. Number one, you knew what you was doing when you started messing with her. All right, these people have no real rules except whatever their urges are, and whatever the sex force Leviathan pushes them to do, and they ride the serpent all the way down the rabbit hole and get dropped off and can't get back, and then they get mad at everybody else. So let's look at who really accused him of rape. And he claimed he got accused of rape. He didn't identify who accused him of rape, right? Right? When you go back and watch the video, he said your brother was accused of rape, but he never identified. Before that, he was saying that the government and they always doing this. If they can't get you with this, you know what I'm saying? But then he kept saying, if you keep going, they're gonna get you with this, da da da. But then when they got to the rape, all of a sudden, he didn't say who accused him of rape. So let's go into this information to get more clarity, because we see that Mr. Long-winded won't tell you the real truth when they get caught. This is how they all are. Now let's listen and see this whole rape thing. These people are criminals and they're pretending that they're righteous. Y'all need to wake up. Oh, but this ain't the end of it. I'm coming back with a part 3 in this video, because it's clear that people who out here in the so-called conscious community, y'all not conscious, because y'all don't even know half these dudes y'all looking at as foul. But let's get on with that next part. Shoot me the call to peace and wartime.
intelligent, but you gotta bring your moral standard up.
Now this is his teacher. Minister Louis Farrakhan is telling Rizza, you're an intelligent brother, but you need to bring your moral standards up. Okay? That means if your moral standards got to be brought up, then that means your moral standards are what? Down. Let's get a definition real quick. All right, it says morals is defined as what you believe to be right and wrong. People can have different morals. You might say, I like his morals, or I wonder about his morals. Your morals are your ideas about right and wrong, especially how you should act and treat other people. Most people would agree that thieves, murderers, and other criminals are lacking morals. A lot of people will say politicians could use some morals as well. Every person has a slightly different set of morals, and different cultures have their own morals as well. You probably get your morals from a combination of your parents, your teachers, your culture, and your religion. Alright, since the Nation of Islam is not a religion, it's a cult. Because it's a watered down, breaking off version of Al-Islam, the same way all other Christian churches are a break off of the Catholic Church. So all those are cults. Alright? So in the Nation of Islam, because it's a cult, that means they have a mixture of peace and things from here and there. Because if they had sets of codes and morals according to like Islam, Al-Islam, this situation wouldn't occur. But again, being in America, it has weakened, which is moon-based, has weakened the morals of all people. Noon had already explained to us that when the Caucasian came on the scene, when the moon cycle started, the moon cycle itself broke down the high morals of other races in order for the Caucasian to be able to manipulate people and entice them over the centuries that they have been ruling and taking rulership. You just got to do a little bit more deeper, thorough. I give you a good example. Look into Christopher Columbus and see how he was doing all this raping and robbing as he went from the Caribbean and to the West Indies and other places. They were very, very much living in their lower self. All right, so here, Mr. Farrakhan is accusing Rizza Islam of having low morals. All right, let's continue.
Because the women are going to fall in love with you. But you can't have them all now.
Now Farrakhan is telling him, you can't have all the women. Sound like a hater.
I don't know how Solomon made out. I don't know how long he lived either.
If you read the Bible and other places, it says Solomon had a hard time because one particular woman, allegedly, according to legend, he took this female, killed her father, took the kingdom and took her, and she made her one of his wives, and he was really taken by her, but she would never let him lay with her, and she kept crying and crying, and she convinced Solomon to give her a idol or image of her father, and that made her stop crying. And according to the myth, he broke laws by having an idol in the kingdom of God, or whatever name you want to use. And he laid with her, but he broke his own moral codes and spiritual codes for a foreign woman. All right.
when you understand who a woman is and what a woman is, please, brothers, don't mess with them. Don't mess over them. They are from God, but they can be from the devil if you don't treat them right. Sisters, we're going to get into that September 16th.
Now this was last year, last September, that this occurred. All right. 2022.
The sister is charging you, brother, with rape.
You hear that? This is his teacher now. I'm gonna run it back.
What a woman is, please, brothers, don't mess with them. The sister is charging you, brother, with rape.
All right. So now it's getting clear because he said your brother was accused of rape, and the one who accused him of rape was the very woman you see in the first video. Matter of fact, if you look at this video clip right here, whoever put this video up of Farrakhan's audio is Rizza and his now wife from that same video clip of him filming himself 7 months ago. And he raped her, according to this audio, the following month. So from that month to the time that I did my video last month was 6 months. And that first video you see him flying on that rented helicopter, that was 7 months ago. So he couldn't wait till they got married and took it. And it ended up in front of Farrakhan, and now Farrakhan is addressing it. I'm gonna run this back one more time. You get Farrakhan telling him he accused of rape.
You don't treat that right. But to my sister, you go with yourself. Sisters, we're going to get into that. And you know, when you understand who a woman is and what a woman is, please, brothers, don't mess with them. Don't mess over them. They are from God, but they can be from the devil if you don't treat them right. Sisters, we're going to get into that September 16th. The sister is charging you, brother, with rape. That's a horrible charge.
Now, not only did he wait 7 months to address it, the responsibility fell on Farrakhan as well, because he didn't handle that right. because this is supposed to be a female in the Nation of Islam who's supposed to be, according to what Elijah Muhammad said to them, a nation can rise no higher than his woman. So you have a half mixed breed, because he's not kinky head, he part black. You have a mixed breed coming to a nation, a cult, and aggressively have sex with a female that he's supposed to wait till they're married, and basically sexually assault her against her own will, because evidently she didn't appreciate it that it got to Farrakhan. Farrakhan basically hiding the fish business that went on. Or did he? Because the tape got out and Farrakhan ain't said nothing about it, which leads me to think that he meant to let that tape get out. But that's just my opinion. But again, Rizza is being accused of rape. So now we know who is the one that did the accusing. So he did rape somebody. See how he tried to play the game? He tried to hotep buck dance around what the Caucasian usually like to do to so-called leaders. Place, things on them that they didn't do, or put people around them to try to set them up to say they did them. But none of that was the case in this case, because he married that woman. So he raped his fiance, who's now his wife, told Farrakhan reiterated what she said, but yet he's still walking around in the public in front of you all who are the dummies, because this is public record. And this is why Star and other non-black people who try to help us with information to look at these fake tap dancing Negroes and half Negroes, y'all sit here and look at this clown. He came out 7 months later and trying to address it and didn't address it. He ain't no man. He's a clown. And he's playing with y'all. He's sitting up here. Go watch the video. He did a whole hour of buck dancing when he did rape that girl. That's why he came out saying, they accused your brother of rape. Who is they? But we know who it is now.
But to my sister, lower yourself.
He said she lowered herself.
You were engaged to that man.
Fiance. Remember the video, the first video, he telling you I'm finna propose to her. She don't know yet. And she didn't realize she was finna marry a rapist. How could you do this? We in America, it's 2023. Gregorian calendar. Everybody know what rape is. This is not 1940. This is not 1899. Even then they knew what rape was back then. Which is what? Having sex by somebody that you don't want to have sex with. That means he was aggressive and he took advantage of her. All right? This is according to her own words to the teacher that they both follow.
From doing a red. And you allowed him to stay in your house. You allowed him to lay down on your bed. And he laid down beside you.
That don't mean she wanted to have sex. Obviously, she didn't, because she wouldn't have went to Farrakhan them and said he raped her. Because that's some strong accusations. Because the act occurred, but the question is, did she play into it? Don't matter. He's supposed to know better. Mr. Walking Dictionary, Mr. Walking Thesaurus, Mr. Walking Etymology. Mr. can remember all the diseases that was released in the last 50 years. He didn't know that he was breaking the rules.
What the hell is going on here? And get angry with you because you act like the savage that's just a quarter of an inch under your skin.
Now he's victim shaming the sister by saying she's acting like a savage. So I guess she must have went crazy after the event. And she got to write that like a savage, because if she didn't want him to have sex and he did it anyway, most women and even non-women, if you are sexually assaulted, you do become belligerent. So if she was acting in that way, that's because it had an experience that she didn't want to happen. And Farrakhan should be ashamed of himself, because that woman evidently was very upset at what happened by somebody who's supposed to have been a leader in her religious cult.
See, you bring the nigga out of us.
You bring the nigga out. How do you bring the nigga out of somebody? See, you got to understand the terminology. When somebody says you bring the nigga out of somebody, that is more so like you intimidating somebody and aggravating them to the point that they get upset and they want to fight. That ain't got nothing to do with sex. You understand? Now, if you said, and you bring the beast out of us, now you're talking about the carnal nature and desire, the raw desire of somebody who probably haven't had sex in a while, and you enticing them, and they just go full animal mode and just get busy. So evidently, he's getting on her for responding the way she responded, and because Rizza to become angry because of what happened, but she's being victim shamed. Remember, it doesn't matter. Let me rephrase that. It does matter that a female brings a man over. You have to be very, very, again, I don't know what are the Nation of Islam rules? Because the thing is it in y'all customs for a female to have a man over her house unattended? Because in Al-Islam, the female, when her soon-to-be husband comes around, there always have to be a chaperone so that type of stuff wouldn't happen. Go back and watch the Malcolm X movie. I think they had a chaperone when they went out. But again, in Al-Islam and a lot of cultures, Islam, the Nation of Islam is not a culture. That's a cult. So they got rules and whatever. But the whole point is, she's being victim shamed. Both of them are wrong for even co-creating that environment. But whatever the case is.
And then act like you did nothing.
See? Blaming her. Now, if she came out and act like, oh, I didn't do anything, we was just laying there, we was just talking, and blah, 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 and then here. Now, cool. Because that's probably most likely part of the truth. But Rizza is saying they never had sex. Now, if we go back, Farrakhan said something about she acting like a savage with 2 inches under her skin. So that means, let's go back.
And get angry with you because you act like the savage that's just a quarter of an inch under your skin.
Right there. Now, if we look at it from that point, a quarter-inch under your skin, that means if we run that concurrent with Rizza, who said he didn't have sex with her, and a quarter-inch under her skin, that means he only stuck it in a little bit and it didn't go no further than that. Because a quarter-inch under your skin don't even make sense with nothing else. Then on top of that, like he said, you can't, technically you ain't been raped if y'all didn't have sex. But again, Farrakhan didn't clarify what 2-inch under the skin was. But the point is, this still doesn't look good on Rizza, his wife, and Farrakhan them at all. Like I said, Khaled them was put on timeout. Rest in peace, and Malcolm, rest in peace, for things that had nothing to do with bedroom situations. But they letting this clown run around here talking 1,000 miles per second the same way he came out. After he done robbed him and his mother, rest in peace, his 2 sisters and the Christian stepdaddy or whoever he was, and Scientology put them Compton kids in high school in drug rehab scenarios they didn't even know they in, for vouchers and all that scamming they was doing, 3-point-some million, and he still didn't learn. He still kept going and kept the scam and the scheming going like he doing to y'all right now. So whatever the case is, he still is defrauding, and his nature is to be definitely deceptive and disgusting.
See, you bring the nigga out of us and then act like you did nothing. If you engage don't mean come to my room, get in my bed, and I'll lay beside you, and nothing better happen.
Once again, Farrakhan is now saying engaged does not mean, why not? It's plenty couples who've done that and laid together all night and had respect and love for one another, not to cross those lines. But once again, the same thing I asked Sonetta and them in the apartment of rapists and scammers and convicts over there in the HOK, what are the Black Power rules for what are y'all do's and don'ts? They do whatever over there. But in this case, Farrakhan is now justifying and on the side of the man, and that was a bad analogy. Because either she was just wanting him to be there because she knew that was going to be her husband soon, and just that was it, or something went on that only they really know what took place. But the point is, it had to be serious because they took it to the minister. So this is not a gossip or a vlog. This is none of that. This is, like I said, what Rizza has a record of lying and pretending and shape-shifting and just being out here fronting. And in a black organization, he's part black, and he's just a thief. On top of that. But again, we're going to put rapists up there because he put rapists up there because he knows that he still committed an immoral act.
You're a damn fool.
Now, Farrakhan is saying she was getting a little tingly, her spider sense was tingling. And now it's indicating, according to his testimony, because this is not an audio where you can hear all three of them to stand up and speak on their own. So evidently, she was getting a little tingly, and it went too far, or almost went too far. Halfway went far. I don't know.
Rizza. No. Stop. See, when you get the nigger up in a man, and you tell him stop. Well, what the hell are you doing? Getting me in this condition mentally and telling me stop.
So now Farrakhan is telling him that, from what I'm hearing, that she got Rizza all hot and bothered like Nelly. It's getting hot up in here. Then once he started getting a little in the mood, she starts saying stop.
You got to be a hell of a man to get that close and stop. Sisters, you need to mind yourself. You want to pull down a good man, then you got it. But I bet you ain't gonna marry you. If you want a man, don't give him a damn thing but the greatest.
Now he's telling the women, which a lot of females should follow the same suit. It shouldn't be number, hey, how you doing, goodbye. But a lot of people don't investigate. They just jump through the hoops, and then you find out, oops.
And keep the greeting with your eyes lowered. Our women are beautiful, man. You can't lay beside one of our women. And even the ugliest one you think is ugly, lay beside her and say, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You better come to the class. Therefore,
You have no idea. I'll give you one quick example before I get off. Your brother was accused of raping someone that I never had sexual intercourse with. Your brother was accused of raping someone that I never had sexual intercourse with. Go figure.